Greetings to Street Defenders. We're back out in the forest today on this slushy April Monday the 11th, and we're set up to do a rematch between Aguila Interceptor and CCI Velocitor. Now these are 22 LR loads, both 40 grain. The Velocitors are hollow points, the Aguilas are not. And the test gun, as per usual, is the LCP II, chambered for 22 LR. Now today, the rematch is going to be a little bit different than the bear gel test that we started out with. We're featuring a clothing barrier, one layer of 12-ounce denim, followed up by a cotton t-shirt. Then we've got in a plastic bag about an inch of ballistic gel, the home-brewed ballistic gelatin. And then behind that, we have a layer of lacquered paneling just to simulate some different tissue types that one might encounter in a human torso. And then a 4-inch thick, half-gallon orange juice jug, filled with water in this case, not orange juice. And then a 13.5-inch gel block and a gallon jug of water just to back it all up. Now, I'm going to start out with since I have two sets of these initial barriers, I'm gonna start out with the Aguila, just to make sure that we're able to capture that before we move on to the Velocitor. And I want to make sure that we get it all snugged up nicely. Get this initial barrier column all lined up. And then center it up and make sure that we can capture that Velocitor, or that interceptor round. Yeah, looks good. It's gone right through the denim barrier, right through the block, right through the lacquered paneling, right through the 4-inch water jug, and right on into the gel behind it all. And wow, that's penetrated the reserve. That's penetrated the gel block to a depth of a good healthy 9 inches back to the back of that track right there. Wow, man, that's really impressive, considering that makes the total gel penetration 10 inches, as well as the layer of lacquered paneling and 4 inches of water. That's just a stunning amount of penetration. Now, what we're gonna do is, before I shoot the Velocitor, I'm gonna flip this gel block around, make sure we have fresh, brand new gel. Put up the initial portion of the column again, the next set of barriers. Again, starting out with a layer of denim, a layer of t-shirt, the inch of gel in a plastic bag, followed by the lacquered paneling and the 4-inch thick water jug. Snug up against the gel. We'll try to go a little bit behind the Interceptor with that Velocitor. Set to chamber up the Velocitor now. And try to simulate that exact same test. Okay. Once again, we've gone through the cloth barrier, the inch of gel, and the lacquered paneling, and the 4-inch thick water jug. And this time, a little bit less, about 7.5 inches. Well, there was a little bit of bounce back. Yep, and I've got it entirely behind. So a little bit of bounce back taken into account. Just over 8 inches of penetration then, actually, on the CCI Velocitor. So now, that's a grand total of just over 9 inches of gel. Again, the 4 inches of water. Again, the lacquered paneling, and obviously the denim and t-shirt. 1 layer of denim, 1 layer of t-shirt barrier in front. Now let's zoom in a little bit and look at those 2 rounds, those two projectiles. Obviously, we've shot them from the opposite direction. So we'll dig them out. Again, astonishingly, the Aguila Interceptor has experienced deeper penetration than the Velocitor, but by about 3/4 of an inch. And both have actually exhibited slight expansion. Again, the Velocitor expanded a little bit more. But I'll zoom in on that. You can see the front of those. Wow. Look at those 2 amazing projectiles. The total penetration, there's the Interceptor on the right, the Velocitor on the left, and just a little bit more expansion from the Velocitor. The Interceptor really shouldn't be expanding at all, but as you can see, it is. That lacquered panel has produced expansion out of both rounds, but they both have penetrated quite deeply. Overall penetration, 4 inches of water, 1 inch of gel, and then 9 inches of gel for the Interceptor, and just about 8 inches of gel for the Velocitor. So that is a remarkable result. But once again, in the rematch, we have the Interceptor penetrating deeper than the Velocitor. All right. Interesting result. Thanks, folks. This is Dave for DDR. Have a great week.